everything comes from internal. So how you're going to move internally is where it has to come in. It has a lot of down motion, a lot like any type of jiu-jitsu or mixed martial art type of technique where everything's coming in from your down movement. So Tai Chi hits very, very powerful. Internal form. People have a misconception of what internal form is. Internal form is who you are as in present with the other person. It's not projecting something. Everything comes from within you. So all your hitting power is multiple movements in one motion. That's what makes Tai Chi so dangerous. So when you see a palm strike in a martial art movie, and you watch a martial art movie and you see the palm strike coming out this way, and they're doing eagle claw, and they pull away in the woods, in the guy's hands. Palm strikes do not work that way. It's multiple movements when it comes in. That multiple movement, and the reason why Tai Chi becomes so important and what you're trying to do in the form, right, is understand that everything is a series, everything is a process of movement. It's not just one move. And in the process of that movement, you also, the internal part is how you root and core down with your center, and how you're actually coming out with that hit. So if I'm hitting somebody, right, I'm not coming through with a hit like this here. See, this is not a hit, all right? Or you see the part in the Tai Chi where you're moving this way here, right? All this structure. If you're taking the Tai Chi structure, it's coming in this way. So first the fingertips are touching, and everything's moving here. Then, as this breaks down, it's a series of 1, 2, 3 movement. It's a series of motions, a sensitivity that comes in, all amalgamates together. That amalgamates with your core, that boom, that down motion, right? That comes in. So all of this is coming in as a touch. It touches, and then it comes down. The down motion is here. The down motion with the core, boom, comes in, and everything comes in as a hit. So when this comes in, boom, it hits. It's not just hit this way. It's 1, 2, 3, coordinating down with motion, and then hit. Then this comes out. So all of this motion coming in, boom, is where you start to get into the Mortal Kombat areas. If he's standing, he's fighting, all this motion here is moving this way. Boom. This motion slowly, 1, 2, 3, hit. Along with this, boom, this is where the break starts to come in and everything comes into play. That's why Tai Chi is so dangerous. Tai Chi is not taught that way. Tai Chi is taught, let's hug a tree, peace, love, dove. There is nothing peace, love, dove about Tai Chi. Tai Chi was invented through violence, and it is a very aggressive, violent form. But now, because everybody's into this new age bullshit, we're all like sitting here going, oh, I want to hug a tree. It's about fighting. It's about combat, right? It's about internal. It's about taking the yin and taking the yang and putting it together. When the inside becomes the outside, and when the outside becomes the inside. It is an extremely dangerous process and dangerous form to learn, right? Then what's great about it is when you're combining it with the Shaolin or any type of martial art, karate, mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, it's all combined. The internal part of it is expressed through it, but it's all multiple series of movements that are expressed through it, not just one hit, right? It all amalgamates and comes together in one motion, one movement, variations of speed and timing, right? So it helps you to understand more of the internal. People watch too much TV and think that, all the internal is I'm going to hit somebody. What explodes a person's heart is everything coming together. So if I'm sitting here and I'm hitting somebody and I'm moving from here, it's here, of course, boom, it goes down. His brain just sprouted in his head because all this motion, boom, is coming out and it's hitting. From here it builds off. This is where the snaps and the breakdowns come in. It's extremely violent, but it is meditation in motion, right? All of that is to understand how you pour down with your hits. I'm not expressing my energies into him. I'm keeping my energy. So my energy is 100%, his energy is 100%. What overloads his energies and what causes a short circuit is It's when they connect. Qi does not leave the body. If qi leaves your body, you die. Right? Or you get sick. Or all these different things happen. You want to keep it all inside of you. So I want you guys to have a different understanding of the power behind Tai Chi. Right? On what it really represents, what's really coming out about it. Not just simply like, I'm learning the four and peace, loved up. There's a lot of power, a lot of mystery that comes to light, but you're not projecting yourself, you're understanding yourself. And when you're doing combat against somebody, that all comes into play. So if he's standing here and he's got his hands up, Tai Chi is this way. The motion is just movement. So my movement, boom, there's nothing nice about this, right? Well, boom, it's like, it's all just breaks, it just all is, it's right in there. So it's all about really understanding internal power, Sorry. All understanding the internal power, how this moves in. When you're striking somebody and you're moving, it's all here, all this technique is all from here. The palm strike isn't this way, right? If I'm striking him, I'm striking this way. It's 1, 2, 3. It's a series of boom. That's going to break his neck. And it all comes in. Tai Chi is really, really cool, right? It's just mistaught, right? Now, the idea is the reason, like, I think a Tai Chi master won't tell you that stuff until you finish it, and that's, I guess, the old way of doing things. But you guys, America wants everything yesterday. So I'm giving you an update of what's to come. Maybe it will give you some incentive to practice it. Because it's hard to teach you guys Tai Chi. You go home and you don't do it. And then you come back to a class next month, and you just completely forgot everything. We got to teach you all over. So maybe this gives you some incentive. The real power of internal energy isn't throwing up on somebody. I'm going to throw up all my energy on you, and you're going to die. Right? It's about containing it. It's about connecting it and feeling that connection. So we're standing here, and a man, he grabs me. Here, all this motion is from here. All this energy comes from this point here. When you hit, it's here. It does. That's the internal damage. One person connected to the other person, not me projecting some mystery. Kung Fu's mystery is an enigma to you because you just haven't been trained in it, right? And there's a lot of cheating going on. There's your body's a miracle. You got to learn how to use it, right? You could all be dying. One of us could be dying of cancer right now, not even know it. There's so much we don't know about ourselves, right? Life in itself is a mystery. So this opens up a can of worms in this motion of this movement. And in Mortal Kombat, all this comes together, how you're going to move. There's no Mortal Kombat this way. He's standing there, his hands are up. This is Mortal Kombat. So your motion is moving from here. And how you strike from here and how this moves from here is what's important. Your Tai Chi brings all that out, guys. You practice your Tai Chi along with your Shaolin, and the physical and mental conditioning to it is phenomenal. But it is powerful, right? And you got to get away from this mystery stuff. Like sooner or later, you do enough forms, you go behind the bushes, and you blow it in the dark. Like, oh, I finally got it. Dragon Ball Z, where they spend 18 hours getting themselves hyped up, and then they miss. I never understood that show. Like, oh, I missed. Okay, now it's my turn. It doesn't work that way. Mortal Kombat is fighting in close quarters. It's fighting in your car. It's waking up in your bedroom and somebody being in there that wants to hurt you. It's walking in your kitchen into a surprise, right? It's walking in a hallway. It's being attacked in the bathroom. It's being attacked in a cubicle. You are not attacked on a football field. But it's not going to be if you saw 5 guys, go, oh, come walk out on a football field, you've got to stop and go, wait a minute, I got room to run. I'm getting the hell out of here because then they're going to catch me. You're not going to keep walking towards them. It's going to be in close quarters. Combat is all little movements. And Tai Chi is all about subtleties. It's all about the little moves. If you've seen the movie The Protector, you see a lot of Tai Chi come out in that movie with his takedowns, using the body weight to do it. It's just amazing form. So I figured a little bit incentive to keep you guys, practicing. That's why I only teach you once a month.